we're still operational as far as working out of PGV, working the shelters, having our fire and military personnel and police out there on the checkpoints, working search and rescue incidents, and just working out of the EOC planning and so forth. I'll just give you guys an update as to what we got here. So last night we had a pretty good, well, it was a big rush of lava broke through, it looks like through a perch spawn, and subsequently it took out approximately 10 houses at this point, probably might be more, but so it brings us a total of 82 structures, and which is 41 homes. Right now in the shelters, we've got a total of 246 people, which breaks down to 189 in Pahoa, and 43 in Kiao, and 14 which are in the Sure Foundation Church. Helco is doing some work as far as preparing the infrastructure in case there's breakdowns. So they're rerouting, as we speak actually, they're reconfiguring their power setup so that there's going to be might be a short outage in that area. And what it'll enable is if their line that goes down 132, if that's taken out, instead of losing power to all of Lower Puna, it will just keep it, the power outage will be limited to the Lower Puna area of Waikapo vacation land along the corridor of 132. Planning on meetings starting tomorrow night, 5 o'clock at the Pahoa High School gym. Just a community update, see what their needs are and answer their questions. And then Wednesday night at 5:30 at the Pahala Ka'u
High School.
At the Ka'u High School, which is in Pahala.
Right.
5:30 for a briefing for them. You know, they're dealing with a lot of fog and ash. I was out in Ka'u yesterday, and they're having heavy fog all the way out to the Ocean View area, so they need to have that discussion again. So I think pretty much that's it for us the last 24 hours. And if you guys got any questions.
Can you speak a little more to the flow that took out these homes? Was it a significant event? Was it the collapse of one of the ponds that set lava flowing? What was the result of so many homes being taken so quickly?
Well, throughout the day, you know, lava was coming out of, I think it was Fisher 7, and kind of just accumulating in an area, ponding, and what it was creating was a perch pond. And then, you know, sometime in the night, probably just after 7, I think, the pond broke, and that flow of lava started making its way down the streets in Leilani. And so both fire, public works, police, all, you know, the area was defined. They went door to door to get the people out, or to warn them, basically. And kind of disturbingly, some people just refused to leave. And so, you know, it kind of gives us terrifying insight into what's going on out there. We had one gentleman that had to be kind of rescued. His only way out was through his back door and through the forest. So, you know, people are, you know, we tell them they need to be prepared. If they're going to go to that extent, they need to know their escape routes. In this case, the lava's moving fast, and it could come again. So these people, you know, Leilani residents and the surrounding areas that are putting themselves in this situation, they need to be very prepared.
How imminent is the threat to 132 and Helco's transmission facilities that you were speaking about?
Last report is that one flow has ceased, and Dr. Jim Hawaikawa can also, you know, give you the update on that one.
Can you give us an update about PGV, the one well that was overcome last night, holding any problems with that, and what is the distance to the next well that may fall victim to the lava?
Well, you know, there's several wells within that same pad. So two of the wells were taken or covered. Pretty much that's it. Nothing to report on those. So as far as feet wise, they're adjacent to each other, separated by a short distance, but the flow kind of stopped again on that one.
So as far as you know, the latches held, no gas is released, everything is as good as you could have hoped it would be?
That's what it looks like. The work's being accomplished, and it's holding, so we're very happy that it went that way. We were ready as far as our monitoring system to make sure if any gases were leaked out, we picked them up. But I know Tom Travis, that task force that he's running, and PGV, they're working hard to make sure everything stays stabilized.
Is there any plan or work ongoing to quench more wells?
I think they're out there working. Well, the quenching's done. They're just working on one single well today. And Mr. Travis took out of here pretty early this morning, so I think they wanted to get on that one.
So they're working on quenching a fourth production well?
I believe it's a production well, and I'm not sure if it's quenching or plugging, but they're working on it.
What was the county's decision to open up Pohiki Beach for surfers?
Well, we try to maintain some, semblance of normal life. And, Pohiki's a pretty special place down along that coastline, especially for those that remember Kalapana and losing Kalapana and Kaimu and, the area Cape Brown. And so, the mayor understands the people's connection to those areas. And so, he decided to have it opened up, for day use only. For the surfers, the swimmers, the families can go down there.
So it's only the local residents can use that beach. No one else can use the beach, or is it open to the general public?
You can go and get your placard to access it.
Anyone can.
Anyone can. We're trying to keep it mainly to the residents.
For tourism purposes, has there been any discussion to try to open up any type of venue whatsoever so that the tour groups that are suffering can take people up there so that the cruise lines or whoever else will say, yeah, we can provide some type of an opportunity for you to see something?
Well, one thing that's happening is the tour boats that are going out of Hilo, they're operational, so they can see the ocean entry and whatever flows that you can see from the coast. Right now, to let people in there, tourists not familiar with the area, possibly not being aware of our warning systems, and with the adventurous spirit to get into places. At this point, we feel that it'll be detrimental to our operation. But we thought about it. We were thinking about, what avenues we can get people in there to view the lava. But we got to do it safely, and we got to think about everybody down there.
How big of a challenge was it last night when the first pond breached? I understand there were quite a few people that were in the area. How big of a challenge was that for the first responders on the ground?
I wasn't in the office at that time, but when it breached at about 7, they organized right away. And again, fortunately, we had staff observe what was going down, so they reacted quickly and were able to mobilize, pinpoint who was going to take what street, and did the door-to-door. And so it was pretty efficient, pretty quick. The hang-ups, again, were the people that didn't want to leave. And other than that, it would have been a pretty fast operation, but took till about 10 till things were stabilized.
Can you clarify on Howard's question about opening more areas for tourists? What spots were you talking about? Both of you guys.
I know from my perspective and talking to people on the tourism side, and they weren't talking about letting tourists go on their own, it was more you working with these agencies to, in concert, provide a controlled environment where maybe they can view.
Like into Leilani or some, not there, or I don't know.
I have no specifics.
Okay. Okay. So just real
told
broadly.
people there have been discussions.
Yeah, so private subdivision, that's kind of out of the question unless the private subdivision wants to take that on. We'd be more, the public areas. Yeah.
On PGV, if you can mitigate the damage or the danger on the wells,
What is the real concern there from a hazards perspective? Is it the possibility of lava hitting the main structure itself? And if that, I take it it's quite a ways from there at this point.
Can you identify yourself
Miguel
first?
with CNN.
Okay. So what's your question again?
It seems that they can mitigate the danger to the wells at EGV. From a hazards perspective, what is your main concern? That if it moves to the main building of EGV, what are the hazards associated with that, and how far is the lava flow from it right now?
Well, it's not so much the main building. It is the wells that have been our concern.
And they can mitigate those quickly enough, either by quenching them or capping them?
Well,
as the lava encroaches?
it's quite a process, I understand. As long as the pressure's down, they can do the work on it. So it's, I guess, quenching them so that the pressure is reduced so they can work on it.
I see. And any injuries to first responders, minor or otherwise?
We've had about 3.
What sort? Burns?
Not burns, let's see. It's glass flying in one person's eyes. Forget. Those are kind of, they're serious enough, but the people will be okay. We had one serious one where Department of Transportation person was working next to an excavator and it ran over his leg.
So on the job injury?
Yes.
Is there any count of how many people came out of Leilani in response to the emergency alert last night?
No, we do have a list of everybody that was contacted, all the houses that went to, were gone to, as far as who left the area. We don't have an accurate account of that, but like I said, we got a list of who was contacted.
How many people were there that first responders found or contacted last night? Or maybe ballpark either.
Probably over 20 houses.
With people.
Yeah, that's a wild guess.